Hello, my name is Karen Marshall from lovecoachingyou.com. Today I'm going to share a priceless dating and communication secrets that you need to get right on your relationship journey. I'm going to share 20 years of experience of what works and doesn't work, but also how to accelerate your next steps, because if what you've been doing hasn't been working so far, the webinar that I'm going to share with you that is automated, I have shared this many times with many women, and it's the reason why I've automated it, because I'm sharing priceless content with you today. My name is Karen Marshall from lovecoachingyou.com. I'm going to accelerate your dating to love pathway to recognise, attract and build a more loving and extraordinary relationship that will thrive. Whether you're single or have been divorced a while, or you're considering relationship, separation or divorce, what you'll discover right now will impact you in every area of your life, but accelerate your relationship success and happiness. The three gold dust points that I'm going to just run through with you very quickly: your sexual chemistry, communication secrets, and top 5 dating tips, because these are the key areas that you need to get right to accelerate your next steps. My story: I was 28 when I left an 11-year relationship. I believed that we didn't understand each other and we weren't making each other happy, so I decided that I wanted to meet someone more extraordinary, someone else that would make me happy, which most women do. I then met my Prince Charming when I was 33, and he then left me heartbroken and broken. And it was at that point that I didn't want any more pain in my heart or my life anymore, and I decided that I wanted to learn as much as I could about the relationship mistakes we make and why we make them, because I wanted to attract Mr. Extraordinary who was not going to let me go. Maybe you want to attract your Mr. Extraordinary who doesn't want to let you go. For 7 years of my life, I applied, I studied, researched, qualified in the mind, body and energy. I accelerated my journey and I was applying what I was learning, recognizing what was working and what wasn't working. And I then met my partner at the point when I was applying my toolkit. I met him when I was 41 and we later married when I was 47. I married for the first time when I was 47 years old. So I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I made. I'm going to accelerate your journey. I married on a beautiful golden beach in the Bahamas, and it was a dream that I never imagined would come true. Maybe you right now cannot imagine your dream to come true, but absolutely is possible. I now share the most loving and rewarding, extraordinary experience and relationship in my life, because I apply the toolkit that I'm going to share with you to recognise your Mr. Extraordinary and to live, to shift your heart and life in the right direction. Today I have an amazing, incredible, life-changing online program to reach more women. How to recognise your Mr. Extraordinary beyond sex and chemistry, because there's so many steps that you need to get right that I'm going to touch on today, that I've included in an online program, because every woman needs this information if what you've been doing is not working so far. I also offer group workshops, retreats. I work exclusively with private clients one-to-one over a 1 or 3 month coaching program. My mission is to fill millions of hearts and lives with your missing ingredient, the loving relationship you truly deserve. And whether you are looking for a relationship, being single or divorced a while, and you don't want to repeat the same relationship mistakes, or you're in a relationship and you want to discover if you can save and rebuild your relationship, what you'll discover is exactly the same principles. It's just you need to apply it in a different way. This is the gold dust. I'm just about to share with you the first of the 3 steps. The magic of chemistry. Who you attract to you is based on that sexual, physical attraction that we feel for someone. We come alive when we meet that special someone and we feel that chemistry, and it's why we fall in love. But if you understand the law of attraction, it is not enough on its own, because law of attraction is to do with how you combine your thinking, how you feel, and also the energy frequency that you emit to attract the right guy to you. What do I mean by the science of sexual chemistry? It's called your self-fulfilling prophecy, because deep down, if you are fearful of being hurt again, how you feel about men and relationships you will attract to you. So you may attract someone that you're sexually, physically connected with and you're attracted to, but how you also feel about yourself on the inside, you'll attract that man to you, because he will be your teacher in love about what you need to understand and learn about yourself. And when you get absolutely clear about your toolkit, then the law of attraction accelerates your next steps, which is something that I cover in my Dating to Love Pathway workshop. If I was to say your chemistry, it's like a radio station, that when you feel that chemistry with someone, you not only feel that connection and you connect with them sexually, physically, you know, that chemistry and that magic that you feel, you also connect with them to fulfill, you know, it's your self-fulfilling prophecy. The man you expect to turn up generally does, based on your deeper thoughts and feelings. It's what I call your magic genie, because the way you think, what you wish for, will turn up if you continue to think the same way. You know, you will potentially sabotage your relationships and continue to do so, and I've worked with so many women that have done this. Because if you have a fear of being hurt again, which happens if you've been let down by men before, or you don't trust a man, or that you know, believe a man is going to control you, then that's who you're going to attract to you. Also, you could sabotage your relationship if someone gets too emotionally close to you, or you'll push a man away before the relationship goes too far, because of all of your thoughts, emotions and feelings that you have on the inside that you need to get absolutely clear about. And this is the thing, it's so easy and it's so simple to attract the right man to you when you just, you know, take your relationship MOT, your dating MOT. You can do this really easily. How you then build a relationship will be determined by the buttons that you grew up with. Because if you have a "I'm a not good enough" button that you grew up believing, your partner will press "you're not good enough" button, or "don't tell me what to do," or yeah, "don't tell me what to do," or "you're not listening to me" button. We have so many buttons, and if we're not clear about our buttons and our partner presses them, this is when you can sabotage your relationship by pushing your partner away, because you'll blame him for what he says. You'll blame him for not using the right words. He will feel like he's treading on eggshells with you. So you need to get clear about how you sabotage your relationship, to overcome, and yes, to overcome how you sabotage. You could potentially sabotage your relationship chances right now. I'm now wanting to share some absolute magical gold dust with you, understanding your colours. I'm just going to give you the high level principles of, you know, as a qualified life coach, I understand, you know, we may understand our profiling in business, but you need to understand how this works in love. If you have watched dating programs, the program Married at First Sight, Australia, helps you really see the colours of the couples and how the dynamics work out with couples together and where they make their mistakes. When you get the toolkit that I'm going to share with you shortly, you will absolutely recognise the right man for you, but also you'll start to recognise them, and this is an amazing program. Heidi and Mike, they had everything on the outside, gorgeous couple. You'd thought, you know, Heidi was gorgeous, very emotionally intelligent in one way, but she also sabotaged herself in many ways too. When we also understand how men tick, how we tick, we can understand how our partner ticks, so we can get absolutely clear and what we need to do to build a stronger relationship. When you understand yourself, you also understand your partner to then navigate your challenges together. And this is what you need to do. When you understand your colours, you won't make the same relationship or dating mistakes. You will not attract similar partners to you, and you'll no longer waste any more time making the same mistakes or dating the wrong men. When you get your colours right, you'll learn how to apply them on your dating journey. Mr. Extraordinary will jump out to you. You'll date smarter, and you'll also avoid the wrong men and attract the right man to you. Because if you don't want to waste any more time, here's the secrets. Your dating decision is the most critical decision you will make. If you want to meet someone extraordinary, he will need to be if he's impacting your heart, your emotions, your future, your dreams, your children, or the family that you may want. So you need to get this decision right. Here's the exercise. Are you more a natural extrovert or an introvert? You will be either an extrovert red or yellow, or you'll be an introvert green or pink. You'll also either be predominantly task focused or people focused. And what I mean by task focused, that you'll have a to-do list. Task focused reds are, the leaders in business, that it's all about bottom line result. So, their goal is it's about results, and they're likely to work long hours. This is both men and women. If you're green focused, it's also about tasks. These are the accountants, the business analysts that need detail with their job. And then also there's the people focus, the yellows. These are very motivational, positive people. They love people. They get their energy from people. And if you're more introvert, you're likely to get your energy by being by yourself. You might have a busy job, but then you recharge in your own company because you need to do that and you enjoy your own company. But people persons, they need people. So, what are you? Are you task focused or people focused? We are a blend of all four colours, but I'm just going to share with you, in a relationship, a red, their biggest fear is the fear of failure. So if you meet a red guy, he's likely to work long hours because, there's a fear of failure. Nobody wants to fail, but he will do what it takes because it's about bottom line results. If you meet a guy who's high yellow, he's the motivators in business. He is great with people, very charming, very persuasive, but very positive as well. His biggest fear is the fear of rejection. We're all fearful of rejection, right? But this colour particularly, especially the loss of popularity. So we need to learn to acknowledge and say thank you, especially to yellows. Importantly in relationships as well, in business, yellows need that acknowledgement. They need that acknowledgement. And the greens, their biggest fear is the fear of criticism because they're the perfectionists. They need a lot of data, a lot of information to make their choices and decisions. If you criticise someone that is a perfectionist, then we need to become aware of how we tick, because then we can navigate and communicate in a different way. Also, if you're a people pink, these are the lovers. These are the nurturing, more so women, but men can have some pink in them as well. But this particular colour, they don't like conflict. They'll avoid conflict at all costs where possible because they feel uncomfortable with it. And they also could be very needy as well. And this is something that we need to get clear about. This is top level, remember. But what I'm going to do when I work with clients, you'll get the insights to absolutely recognise a man that will jump out to you when you start dating. So are you more extrovert, introvert, task or people focused? That's your starting point. Also, you need to become aware of how you communicate in love. It's important to recognise your 3 communication styles. Because when you recognise it in yourself, if you want a man to be there by your side through the ups and downs of life, who will be there for you emotionally, who will want to listen to you, you need to get clear about your style, but also his style, to recognise him. Otherwise, you could attract a man to you that leaves you feeling cold and empty, that beyond your honeymoon period, you may feel emotionally unfulfilled or lonely. And you just simply don't understand each other. And this is what you need to get clear about to build a thriving and surviving relationship. When you recognise a steady communicator, if this is the chap that you're looking for, he will have the skills naturally. He'll be naturally wired to build a stronger, lasting relationship with you. You'll also build a more, mentally, emotionally, and physically a stronger connection together. You'll become stronger as a couple over, as you build a long-term relationship. And you'll understand how to overcome arguments and bring love back into flow really quickly. Let me now share with you just the 4 steps that I have, a coaching program I've created. This will uplift you, empower you, and enlighten you. This is 20 years of secrets that will accelerate your journey. That you need to get the clarity about the relationship that you want and how you think and feel right now about men and relationships and yourself. You need to understand how you communicate in business and love, and also in your relationships, to become more self-aware of how you communicate with a man. Because when you understand yourself, you can become the best version of you, but also then become the best partner you can be when you understand how you communicate. The catalyst. It's important that you take ownership and you're accountable for making yourself happy. So many women go into relationships expecting a partner to make them happy. You need to do that for yourself. If you're looking for Mr. Extraordinary, if you're no longer prepared to settle for second best and you want extraordinary, I'm going to share the steps that you need to become aware of that will change and transform your relationship experience. By the time you come to the 4th step, this is where you will transform your journey with men and relationships. You'll understand how to deal with conflict and bring love back into flow more quickly. When you combine all 4 steps together, then this is where the magic happens. You need to learn the relationship skills before you go out dating. It's that chicken and egg perspective that you need to get your relationship skills and the insights, knowledge and wisdom you need before you go out dating. Here's the top 5 dating tips I want to share with you. Get clear about the relationship that you do want. So many women say to me, I'll know when I meet my Mr. Right. How do you know he's right for you? This is when I'm going to help you get clear about your postcode and your address, because if you don't know the address that you're going to, you're going to get lost and go down all the wrong roads and you will not reach your destination. You need to get clear about your postcode and your address. You need to show up to be 10 out of 10, to reflect your style. Always show up 10 out of 10 on a date. That, if you are very feminine, less is more. That if you're wanting to attract a stylish, high value man, it's attract, dress and turn up that way and to behave that way. Notice a man who will get into your world. Recognise, all of the steps that I'm going to share with you, but more importantly, recognise if he asks you questions, because this is critical for the man that you're going to select and choose to build a relationship, and also that will impact your heart, your emotions and your future. Set high value boundaries. Make your list. That if you're looking for someone, you want him to be respectful of your time. You want it to notice that he'll get into your world, and also that maybe he shows integrity, that he's going to do what he says he's going to do. And when I share your colours and all the communication insights and give you the clarity that you need, he'll absolutely jump out to you. So start how you mean to go on. Discover your toolkit and apply your knowledge. But also, if I was to say to you, if you're dating, be in your integrity. If you want to meet an honest, trustworthy guy, then you need to be honest and trustworthy with yourself. Because if you're looking for this man, and while you're dating, you're also dating another man, that's not being trustworthy or honest. That's just one typical example. And I know, it's just one example, but it's the best example I can give you. If you are out of alignment energetically, mentally and emotionally, then you will not attract the right man to you. So get clear, show up how you mean to go on. How I can help you? I have an online program that I created to reach more women worldwide. Every woman that has been let down in love, or you're not getting the results that you want on your dating to love and relationship pathway, I've created a program that's called How to Recognise Your Mr. Extraordinary. it starts with a free 14-day online program access for you to experience coaching and how it can help you in a powerful way, and also where the magic begins to happen. Day 15 is when the program unlocks for only £97, or you can pay in US dollars. I've also included a 100% money back guarantee for £97, because absolutely you will get the relationship and dating results you want, because I'm that certain, and it's why I've offered you the guarantee. So to recognise, if you want to start and register, find out more details about the online program and to register for your free trial, click the link, hover over the link, and you can click the link to access the program straight away from your screen right now. I also offer group workshops, 1-day programs or 2-day programs, and you can just, review the programs that I offer. But this is the pathway to help you accelerate your next steps, and it works amazingly on Zoom right now, especially with COVID, and where we are on our journey of the world opening up. Also, it saves you time, money, it also saves hotel costs that I'm including and incorporating into the group workshops that I'm now organising. So if you want a more cost-effective option, then this is your first step. But absolutely, I'd encourage you to start online if you value your self-development and you're driven and motivated and ready to complete the online programme step by step. Or get in touch with me at lovecoachingyou.com. If you want to work with me personally one-to-one, then connect on lovecoachingyou.com. Or why not take your free 2-minute good relationship test right here? Hover over the link. You don't need to enter your details. Discover where you are on your journey right now to get your score out of 70. Then you can also decide to download the 7 steps to avoid sabotaging your relationship and dating success. You can do this immediately. Just hover over the link and get that information or share that information with the women you love. So to recognise you're Mr. Extraordinary, start your online program here today. Your free 14-day access starts right now when you click this link. Thank you for listening. Karen Marshall from lovecoachingyou.com.